A significant ship find alters everything. The Curse of Oak Island's 8th season centers on the discovery of a significant ship that could change the course of the inquiry completely. The gang discovers a polished piece of wood that resembles a handrail, which prompts them to surmise that it was once a section of a ship's railing that was attached to the surrounding stone road. This finding adds to the body of data that suggests the wetland once served as an open seaport. However, a large object is impeding their efforts and keeping them from going any further. The gang remains unwavering in their resolve to explore the marsh and learn what lies beneath its surface despite this obstacle. Despite the fact that a significant ship finding has completely changed everything. One of the objects that the crew discovers is a polished piece of wood that resembles a railing. They believe it to be a fragment of a ship's railing, and that it is attached to the surrounding stone path. This would provide as another evidence that the marsh formerly served as an open harbor. They encounter a large item, though, which prohibits them from exploring further and learning more. They won't stop looking until they find what's hidden there, since the group is certain that the swamp holds the knowledge they require. During the 8th season of The Curse of Oak Island, a significant shipwreck is discovered and made public. The group finds a significant relic that has the power to change the direction their search will take, which throws everything into confusion. The find raises questions about the ship's history and purpose, while also giving the members new causes for optimism and excitement. The group is more motivated than ever to carry out their inquiry and uncover new clues that could ultimately unveil the secrets of Oak Island, as the mystery grows more baffling. A number of shipping logs were found by the brothers, providing proof that an armada of French soldiers reached Oak Island in 1746. The Duc d'Anville expedition, which was sent from France with the goal of retaking Louisbourg, may have been the source of the artifacts. One of the most thrilling metal detector discoveries on the show happened in the 1st season. Steve Zazulik discovered a copper coin of the Spanish 8 denomination. The object was probably moved there at some point in the 17th century. During the 2nd season of The Curse of Oak Island, metal detecting helped uncover more old coins. Gary Drayton found 2 Britannia coins from King Charles II's reign while walking along the shore. It was hidden beneath a layer of rocks, one of which had the year 1771 carved into its surface, and pyrite. When the crew inspected one of the coins found that season in the episode titled The 90-Foot Stone, they discovered what appeared to be a cross symbol on one side of the coin. The show had the name The 90-Foot Stone. The greatest degree of hope was given to the searchers by this specific treasure that was discovered on Oak Island in 2022 or before. Was it appropriate to utilize it in a financial institution? An episode from the 5th season of the show focused on one of the most significant archaeological finds discovered throughout the course of the series. Drayton and Rick Lagina found a solid lead cross at the seashore after bringing their metal detectors there. It was discovered after analysis that the artifact most likely originated in the 13th century. Additional investigation establishes a link between Oak Island and the Knights Templar in subsequent episodes. Another of Drayton and Rick Lagina's gems was uncovered with a metal detector in the 6th season's opening episode. To search for hidden wealth, they traveled to a region of the island that had not previously been investigated. They moved a big boulder, dragged it up from under it, and found copper in a well-preserved cartwheel 2 pence. Drayton uses his metal detector to focus on a signal, which Rick Lagina uses as a guide to find and unearth a jeweled brooch. Leaded glass was used to make the gem, and gold was utilized to make the other parts of the jewelry. This archaeological gem was uncovered thanks to the use of ground-penetrating radar. It was initially thought to be a crossbow bolt, but an authority on antiquities has speculated that it might have been a javelin, a weapon used by the Romans more than 2,000 years ago. The team finds a metal object in the 2nd episode of the 9th season that appears to be the object they have been looking for since the beginning of the show. Further inspection reveals that only a small fraction of the object is truly made of gold. Through each season, the show explores the exploits of full-time treasure hunters, and the secrets surrounding Oak Island only grow more complicated. For historical research, their findings made with metal detectors open up previously imagined doors, but you can get the same results with your own gear. Always make careful to get permission before searching for anything on someone else's property or on open space. It is widely acknowledged that the discovery of the island's money pit marked the beginning of the history of treasure hunting on Oak Island. The pit, often known as the money pit, is a human-made hole that is frequently assumed to be the location of the lost treasures. The story goes that in 1795, while on an adventure on the island, a group of boys around the age of 13 discovered a dip in the earth. They began digging since they believed it to be a fake hole, and as they dug, they found multiple layers of wood and other things. However, a mysterious flood stopped them in their tracks, filling the hole with water and blocking any further excavation. As soon as word of the discovery spread, treasure seekers from all over the world flocked to Oak Island to look for the loot. The Onslow Company, a group of financiers, organized the first orderly excavation of the money pit in the year 1803. Despite their best efforts, the gang was unable to reach the bottom of the hole, and as a result, they had to cease digging. Many various groups made attempts to unravel the riddles surrounding the island throughout the course of the ensuing century, but they were all in vain. The most serious of these was the flooding of the pit, which made unsafe and difficult further research in the area. The hole was also equipped with a number of intricate devices that, when activated, would force the pit to overflow with water and prevent access to the treasure. Please subscribe and enable post notifications if you want to learn about more exciting discoveries. Despite these challenges, the excavations continued, and the Oak Island Treasure Company was founded in 1861. This specific team was able to dig down to a depth of 90 feet before the flooding that happened in the pit once more hampered their attempts. The excavations were permanently halted in 1909 as the Oak Island Treasure Company went out of business. Since then, several other parties have made an effort to find the treasure buried on Oak Island, but the riddle of the money pit has remained unsolved to this day. The discovery of the money pit and the initial excavations on the island both had a significant impact on the history of the island and the ongoing search for treasure there. Despite the challenges and barriers that were faced, this is true. The 300 years that have been spent looking for treasure on Oak Island have not lessened interest in the mystery, despite the numerous difficulties and failures that have been encountered. A number of new organizations have stepped up to the plate in recent years with the goal of unlocking the island's mysteries. One of the most significant recent events was the founding in 2010 of the Oak Island Tourism Society, an institution dedicated to the preservation of the island's heritage and the promotion of tourism. The organization has significantly contributed to raising public knowledge of Oak Island and the treasure hunt. The group has also participated in a number of island-wide archaeological digs. Unusual force discovered on an unusual island. To learn more right away, simply click the video below. Access to the island's interior in an attempt to uncover its buried mysteries. However, despite all of their efforts, the island has managed to keep its wealth a closely guarded secret up until this point. The coin of the Templars that was discovered on Oak Island is another intriguing artifact. This development has surprised numerous specialists. Is it feasible that this information will shed light on the mysteries surrounding the illustrious Templars and the riches they concealed? If there is a treasure to be discovered on the island, it could be worth a substantial amount of money. However, locating it would also provide us with a great deal of information about the Templars' genuine influence. The possibility of unearthing something of such crucial importance has piqued the interest of numerous treasure hunters and historians located in various parts of the globe. However, even the most knowledgeable individuals are still baffled by the mystery of Oak Island. What other peculiar clues and hidden treasures could be lurking somewhere in this area? Each new discovery we make on the island provides us with additional hints that have the potential to alter how we interpret the past. Could it be possible to unearth the long-buried secrets of the Templars and learn what they interred on Oak Island? As more information about Oak Island's history becomes available, the mystery surrounding the island continues to grow, leaving us inquisitive about the unsolved mysteries that may be concealed beneath its surface. The recent discovery of a medieval crossbow bolt on Oak Island has spurred speculation that the Knights Templar may be involved. This enigmatic society was active during the time of the Crusades. It was renowned for its mysterious customs and the rumors about its riches that circulated. The discovery of the crossbow bolt adds another layer of enigma to Oak Island's lengthy and illustrious past, which was already fraught with enigma to begin with. In the past, it is conceivable that the Knights Templar traveled to, or even resided on the island. The discovery that the bolt dates to the 13th century enhances the historical significance of the object and situates it within the larger context of the island's history. This discovery adds to the growing body of evidence, suggesting that Oak Island was the site of a significant event in the island's past. The discovery of Nolan's cross on Oak Island has also sparked widespread speculation regarding the possible role of the Knights Templar in the annals of the island. However, additional research is necessary to fully comprehend the effects of these discoveries. This occurrence serves as a cautionary reminder to approach stories of unexpected discoveries with a skeptical mindset. There are many variables that can affect the veracity and dependability of such stories, but it is possible to stumble upon something genuinely exceptional. It may be challenging to determine the veracity of these reports because they could be the result of anything from pranks and misunderstandings to blatant fabrications. As more of the money pit was excavated, a complex network of tunnels and passages, as well as numerous artifacts and intriguing objects, were uncovered. Since then, a large number of daring explorers have traveled to the location in the hopes of unearthing the legendary treasures that are said to be buried there, thereby putting an end to the mystery encircling the location. Despite the numerous expeditions and excavations that have been conducted, the money pit remains a tantalizing enigma that entices the daring and the curious to uncover its secrets. This ancient tale recounts a story of daring deeds, treacherous plots, and the pursuit of wealth beyond one's wildest ambitions. Recently, the Lagena brothers and their crew discovered an incredible discovery while metal detecting on Money Pit Island. Shocking! On the Curse of Oak Island, a war room revelation is given in this episode. Gary Drayton and Jack Begley meet with the Lagena brothers in the war room to discuss some amazing findings they have made. Their finds, which included an antique coin with a square hole in it and the head of an old axe used for ship maintenance, were divided. Both pieces are believed to have existed as early as the 1700s, not earlier. The discovery of these relics, which could yield significant information, might shed light on the history of the island. The team's will to keep exploring for solutions is evident despite the fact that the movie withholds the facts of the unexpected revelation that occurred in the war room. The various historical connections and bits of evidence that imply something significant occurred on Oak Island as dramatic war room revelation were made serve as fuel for this commitment. To discuss the fresh material that Gary Drayton and Jack Begley have discovered, the brothers Lagina gather in the war room. In addition to the head of an old ship's axe that was used for maintenance, they also uncover an antique coin with a square hole in it. The coin, which is thought to date from the first half of the 18th century, or possibly earlier, could reveal vital details about the island's past. The team is resolute to continue their investigation into the mystery because of the numerous historical connections and pieces of evidence that suggest Oak Island was the scene of an enormously significant event. In this exceptional episode of The Curse of Oak Island, Maddie Blake journeys to Michigan to meet with Rick and Marty Lagena and other members of their treasure hunting team in order to hear the astounding results of the seismic testing that was conducted in the swamp. Why is it important to revisit the island after the 6th-season finale of the television series Oak Island, which aired the week before? The gang reunites for a very special episode of Drilling Down because there have been some amazing new discoveries to share that are so revolutionary that they couldn't wait until next year to be addressed. The Oak Island crew has been reveling in the ecstasy caused by their recent discovery of gold in the Money Pit location, and they have started to plan how and when to bring in the gigantic steel caisson shafts that measure 10 feet in height. With ROC Equipment and Irving Equipment Limited, the team came to an understanding that they would need a total of 4 caissons within 4 to 6 weeks. It would be extremely expensive for the Laginas to just dig up all of Oak Island, which is the first and most obvious reason. Undoubtedly, the Lagena brothers have reaped their fair share of rewards over the years, and they have received support from a variety of sources, but uncovering the remainder of the island would still need an enormous investment in time and finances. On the other hand, for hints as to the whereabouts of the long-lost fortune, but they have yet to make any real progress in their quest. Fans have been visibly irritated as a result, with some of them thinking that the show has started to place more of an emphasis on maintaining its numbers than on actually looking for the treasure. Due to their annoyance, they have developed a number of original plans to stop the quest as quickly as possible. The idea that the Laginas ought to simply demolish the island entirely has become one of the ideas that has garnered the most traction. There is no denying the appeal of the concept. Implementing the plan would be a significantly more direct and thorough approach than speculating randomly on the location of the hidden riches. Then why is it not possible for the team to just excavate the entire island? Generally speaking, the history of treasure hunting on Oak Island can be traced back to the time the money hole was dug there. The pit, commonly known as the money pit, is supposed to contain the hidden wealth. An artificially made hole is the pit. According to folklore, when exploring the island in 1795, some young people, believed to be 13 or 14 years old, discovered a depression in the ground. They dug because they believed it to be a man-made pit, and as they dug, they discovered layers of wood and other objects. They tried to continue their exploration, but were thwarted by a deluge of unknown origin that flooded the pit. Following the rapid dissemination of the news of the discoveries, a flurry of international treasure hunters descended upon Oak Island in search of the hidden wealth. The first planned excavation of the money pit took place in 1803 under the leadership of a group of investors known as the Onslow Company. They were given their own money pit. The excavations had to be terminated because the parties' attempts to descend to the pit's floor were unsuccessful. The following century saw a variety of groups try to solve the island's riddles, but due to the enormous difficulties they encountered, none of them were successful. The hole was flooded, which was the most significant of these, and made additional excavation unsafe and difficult. The importance of this aspect was the greatest of all. Additionally, the pit was wired with a number of devices. During the final excavation on Oak Island, researchers made a dreadful discovery. It will alter everything we thought we knew about the enigmatic past of the island. Prepare to uncover the Oak Island mystery that has captivated treasure hunters for centuries. Let's immediately begin the video. Oak Island has been the site of numerous intriguing discoveries over the years, including fragments of ancient parchment, chunks of rusty iron, and even a stone with intricate engravings. However, we now have some mind-blowing updates regarding the horrifying discovery made during excavation on Oak Island. Join us as we explore the mysteries of Oak Island and unearth the truth about this extraordinary discovery. As soon as the television program The Curse of Oak Island made a horrifying discovery at the bottom of the money pit, the situation rapidly deteriorated. The Oak Island personnel closely monitored the B4C shaft excavation in the money pit region. As the crew approached a depth of approximately 90 feet, they detected abundant traces of silver and gold. The team's astounding discovery sparked intense speculation that they may have discovered the approximate location of the mysterious money pit or stumbled upon a network of tunnels that could lead to a hidden treasure chamber. Despite having reached the most thrilling phase of the excavation, the team remained resolute and unyielding, refusing to give up until the objective was reached. The team's confidence increased when they discovered a 90-foot deep tunnel, which they interpreted as a sign that they were coming closer to the original money pit. They were unfazed by the arduous voyage they had undertaken thus far, fueled by their unwavering conviction that their dogged pursuit was bringing them closer to discovering the legendary secrets concealed deep within the mysterious money pit. Frightful discovery at Oak Island during final excavation has been an exciting journey for those who appreciate witnessing the discovery of historical artifacts. The team had been anxiously awaiting progress in the excavation of the money pit region in the hopes of discovering the elusive treasure that has fascinated generations. Every time they dug, they awaited the next scoop or grasp with bated breath, hoping it would be the breakthrough they had been seeking. As they dug deeper, the team discovered scattered fragments of wood that formed a crucial historical puzzle. Among the dispersed remains, they discovered a large and impressive iron object that appeared to be from a bygone era, perhaps as far back as the 1700s. This fortunate discovery provided a glimmer of optimism, indicating that they were moving closer to their ultimate objective, the legendary money pit. However, their journey to unveil the mysteries concealed beneath the surface of the earth took an unexpected turn. At the approximate 130-foot depth of the B4C shaft, just as they were gaining momentum, they were confronted with a shocking discovery: a formidable bedrock formation impeding their progress. This geological impediment sent shockwaves throughout the team, halting their progress and plunging them into a domain of uncertainty. The team's efforts uncovered evidence of a concealed treasure despite encountering obstacles. They dug 5 enormous shafts over the course of several months and discovered indications of its existence. As they were on the verge of disclosing a long-held secret, these discoveries inspired renewed optimism. However, pursuing the money pit had been an arduous and challenging endeavor for centuries. The quest was fraught with obstacles that required unwavering resolve and originality. Motivated by the possibility of acquiring a priceless treasure that had eluded countless others, the team descended into the money pit in search of the enigmatic treasure. The crew began a difficult mission with the knowledge that obstacles lay ahead. They actively sought out new technologies and strategies to surmount the obstacles. They pursued the treasure with great determination, expecting that their efforts would pay off. However, their journey was not solely motivated by prosperity. Oak Island's search for the money pit had a deeper significance. The exploration was motivated by a desire to uncover the mysterious mysteries that had captivated people for centuries. With each stage, the team delved deeper into Oak Island's complexities, driven by an insatiable desire to uncover its hidden truths. The team's unwavering dedication to unraveling Oak Island's mysteries was demonstrated by their unflinching pursuit. Their unyielding determination and tenacity accentuated the noble pursuit of knowledge and discovery, resulting in an enduring tale that will forever be associated with human curiosity. Oak Island has been an enigma for centuries, attracting the attention of